Yo, what is up, party gamers out there? The name is Second Heat, and for a while I've just been, kind of digging around in the crew, and where I'm at right now is actually that's a really good question. I actually have no idea where I am. I'm somewhere in the West Coast region. I'm pretty much right here, and the reason for that is because I've actually been testing out this drift spec 370Z. There's a nice little drift spot area here. I am by no means good at this, but before I get things started off with what I want to do with calling all units, let me see how well I can do here. Already not out to a good start. I think I got like this area, I did it well once, and now it might just go all downhill from here, literally and figuratively. I've actually been really the reason why I've been doing this a lot is because going from Need for Speed's handling to the crew, even though ironically I started off with the crew first. Wow, I'm really doing terrible, but I'm gonna make it all the way downhill. Before in the crew, I used to be like decent at drifting. I used to be like the only thing I would do would just be going along and just drifting everywhere. But then when I went to Need for Speed, where things felt a little bit better, I'm not saying Need for Speed's handling was the best, but it felt a lot more doable. Then coming back to the crew, it's just like, what is this mess? Like, this is such trash. It's so difficult, and it feels like cancer trying to drift in this, or really just trying to do anything. It just feels so weird that I've been pretty much just like spending my off time trying my hardest to get used to the handling on this game again. And because I love drifting, that's pretty much the biggest thing I've been practicing on. As you can see, not doing that well, but hey, we just started like a couple weeks ago. Give me a while and I'm going to be drifting on this like a pro, since I kind of plan on playing this up until Need for Speed 2017, and this tree is just, I'm just going to leave it there. Without further ado, let's get straight into calling all units. I actually have no idea where I left off. I do remember buying a car. I think I bought the Jeep, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to be riding on here. Oh, crap. I just now realized that I didn't even level up my Jeep. I think that was my goal. Like, after I bought the car, I was going to level it up, but for some reason I just never did it. So this should be interesting, especially since the fact that I'm actually in manual mode and on hardcore. But luckily the vehicle recommendation, we are higher. I should be listening to what Zoe's saying, but well, it's already too late. Hopefully. Okay, good. It lets me do this. Let me get out of my drifting mode. I'll stick to sport. I'll just go to automatic simply because it just makes my life a lot easier in the crew. If this was Need for Speed, obviously I'll be running manual, but in the crew, I'm okay with running this. And this Jeep feels hella slow, but luckily we're just in a straightaway, and it looks like I'm catching up very quickly. Once again, the vehicle recommendation was like a 170, and this Jeep is 406. I'm not sure if I actually did do any leveling up. I'm not sure what I bought it at, but either way, it's not to where I wish I was, being in the thousands where most of my cars are at now. So maybe after doing this recording, maybe I will finally go and do some leveling up and all that stuff, because I don't want to show you guys my grinding progression on doing that. I think it's a bit of a snooze fest, to be honest, but on the off screen I will definitely get to that. Now, oh freak, I wish this thing could turn a lot more. Wait, oh, he just went all the way off. For a second I thought I was, oh my gosh, what is going on here? Bruh, oh no, No, this isn't happening. Oh, okay, and he just flashbanged me for whatever pointless reason. Where is this guy? Stuck on a mountain because he can't. I'll just wait here. Yeah, you kind of know that you already screwed up, bruh. What was this? A Mini Cooper? Can't even tell you have bushes everywhere. But I'm pretty sure I did not do good in the rankings. I probably got like a bronze or maybe a silver, hopefully. But even if I got that, I might still be able to get like a platinum part because that's just how this game works now, which is weird to me still. Okay, good. I got my silver. And oh, I actually got a silver part too. That's pretty interesting. Luckily, that actually really did some leveling up. Because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, is it me or if you do these story-based missions, that's where you'll like level up faster rather than doing the skill progressions, because that's what I was doing for like some of my other cars. Obviously not the Mercedes Police that I had, but for some of my other cars like my Drift Spec Z, I was just doing what's it called? I was just doing skill-based races, and progressing through that was a long drag. But looking at that and how quickly I just level up, I wonder if that's what I just need to do. So there's an off-road recruitment. Oh, I need the raid spec for this. So I honestly wish though that they had a lot more, because I just need to keep on buying more cars. This one's for circuit spec, whereas I said I was going to buy the hood account for. That one's raid. I forgot what the raid was, so I'm gonna have to go back to the shop and buy another car. Unfortunately, like I only did one dirt spec race, and that was it. It wasn't even a race; it was a chase. But I honestly wish it was like a lot more. You know, you could do a lot more, because it's pretty weird that there was only one dirt spec event. Maybe later on I'll be able to unlock more. Like maybe this is just what they're showing me for now. But if that's all there was, and that's actually pretty disappointing in my honest opinion. So we have the Hummer for raid. I think there was another raid spec. I hope so, because I really don't want to run the Rummer. Here we go. The Ford Raptor. Yes, I'd rather this than the Hummer. This is a lot more lighter than the Hummer, I'm pretty sure, because the Hummer is quite a boat. So without further ado, we're going to ride this. I really, really do want to ride the bike. I did say I was going to be doing the Crew Wild Run expansion too, but unfortunately I just didn't get to do that previously. So who knows? Maybe after this I'll actually do that and put the upload up tomorrow. But speaking of this week, we are, well, at least for me, I'm now officially in my winter break season. Is this really season? No, it's just straight winter break. I'm finally in winter break. And Christmas is Sunday, I believe. All I know is like it's like we're like a week away from Christmas, and I feel like the older you get, the less and less you realize, or the less and less you notice Christmas, because like ever since I've gotten my job, which was like 2 years ago, ever since I've been working 2 years ago, I've been buying the stuff that I wanted on my own. I don't wait till Christmas anymore, just like begging and hoping that my parents give me my stuff. Now, what is that? And how? Oh, is that one of the Is that one of the things that I have to unlock by like driving everywhere and finding the pieces? Because I really want that. That looks so lit, and that looks like a very fun vehicle to drive. And I'm pretty sure I should be able to catch this. Oh, okay, he flashbanged me. I thought, oh no, I might still be able to catch him real easily. I mean, really, really close. I just need to hit him again with my abilities, and probably even not, since I'm smelling his ass right now. I can smell the exhaust coming from that off-roading vehicle, whatever it is. I actually don't even know what it's called, but it looks hella lit. And as long as I don't run into trees, this is gonna be easy. Oh, please don't run into that tree as I say it. Come on. Oh no. Frick! Okay, now I'm just non-stop running into trees. Alright, we're gonna catch up. We're gonna catch up. Where is he? Or she, you know, you can't judge. Whoa, okay. Whoa, just look how beautiful it is. Look at all that off-roadiness that you can just travel. That's the thing that I was talking to myself, because that's what I do, because I'm crazy. I was talking to myself earlier about just how great of a job Ivory Tower did creating the crew. With the ability of you can make it anywhere. You can, oh gosh, I just ran into that rock. But I love that feeling of true open world. Like this is a true open world. Like I remember when I saw the demo Let's Play at E3 when they first unveiled it, and how they were talking about how you see those mountains like way off in the distance. You can reach that. Or you see like that beach. Like yeah, there's certain areas that are like kind of blocked off. Like you can't go, like there's some beach areas where you can't go all the way out. Or I guess it's more so like the piers. I can't remember, but there are still like beach areas and certain locations that you can just drive over to. And what is this? Oh, this is the one I literally just did. Okay. But yeah, I like that feeling of where 98% of this map is reachable. And that feeling is a true open world. And yeah, we have some games like, say, Forza Horizon. Honestly, there really aren't that many street racing games, any open world racing games anymore. That's pretty much now Need for Speed, The Crew, and Forza Horizon. That's really all we got, at least for big names. And Need for Speed, their open world is very, very small. It's not that big of a deal. Forza Horizon is a lot bigger. It's a bit more open world, but I believe there's still a good amount of restriction areas. And then you have The Crew, which is obviously not to scale, but pretty much exploring all of the United States is amazing. It's so amazing to think of, and how you can pretty much reach 98% of that. I just love that feeling, and I don't know what got me to just talk about that. Actually, yeah, I kind of do. But it was just something that just came to mind like an hour or two ago. And I just felt like talking about it because I feel like a lot of people, as much as people make dog on The Crew, because it's not like that great. It's a fun game, but it has its issues. But they actually did something what a lot of developers kind of fail to fully do. And I'm not just talking about racing games, but different genres as a whole, like some shooters, some adventure games. A lot of people try to go for that open world, but you're still blocked off to certain areas. When it came to The Crew, they actually fulfilled that open worldness, and a lot of people tend to forget that. They actually did what they promised, and that to me was so amazing. And I honestly do not think we'll be getting another game like that in a long time. I'm not just talking about like The Crew 2. I'm talking about like any developers like Forza Horizon. I don't think they're going to be able to actually give us an open world scale like this and have everywhere be accessible. I don't think the people who make Forza Horizon will be able to do that. I don't think Need for Speed, definitely not Need for Speed. And probably like a lot more genres. I don't think anybody is going to like reach that level that Ivory Tower has done. And to be honest, I'm happy, and at the same time disappointed. I'm happy because, you know, it gives Ivory Tower that, I don't know if it's recognition that I want to say, but it gives them, you know, it's like you want to give them that medal. Like, no matter what you can no matter what you say about their game, about the game itself, in the end you can at least say that they truly gave us an open world, and on a scale this huge, that is really freaking impressive. And to another extent, they actually make some physics. I know like the handling is terrible and stuff, but I mean like the mindset of you can't take every car to certain areas. Like you can't take a circuit spec Hurricane off road. You can't do well with a raid spec Raptor on the streets. It can work, but you will definitely notice how much you're being held back. I like the fact that, unlike, you know, the people who made Forza Horizon, where you can just go almost full force in a Koenigsegg, and this is just me from watching videos. This isn't actually me playing it, but you can still perform very well with supercars and stuff off-roading. But it just doesn't make sense to me. But like in the Crew, they actually did it right. They actually did it to where if you want to go off-road, you need an off-road car. Not every car can do that, and I can't believe that thing somehow wrecked me. But I don't know. I just pretty much there's been a lot of talking, a lot of rambling that I've been going on. Another thing is how unique these areas are. Like this power plant or factory, it's unique to just this area. You can go 50 miles straight and you're in a completely different area. And that's just another thing that I like, is that not only is the scaling of the map ginormous, not only can you reach nearly everywhere on this map, but these areas are unique to each other. You can see the difference between Miami and New York. You can just like straight, like I've actually just driven on like open road and then have just passed through little town areas. I'm like, whoa, what is this? This is awesome. Like, it's so cool. Like, even though it has no significance to it, like there's no point of it being there, it's just cool just to see like they actually thought of putting something here. And it's pretty cool. And some of them are even landmarks too. That's also really nice. Especially like for someone who lives in America, who can't travel everywhere at the moment. It's nice just driving around and just being like, hey, look, there's like that random landmark. Like, hey, look, there's a Grand Canyon. Or, I actually don't even know if you can see the Statue of Liberty here. But if you can, that'll be cool too. Or you could just go like all the way to California and see some big stuff there. You see some arenas. It's pretty lit to see what Ivory Tower has done. I don't know why it was important to just like go on that little ramble, but I did. And if you guys listen to it, let me know what you guys think. How do you guys feel about the Crew's open world scaling and what Ivory Tower was able to accomplish? Let me know in the comments down below. That has been everything for the calling all units. Surprisingly, I've almost gone over almost 20 minutes, and I'm still somehow talking, which I should probably stop doing right now. So, till next time, this has been your boy Taking Heat, and I'm out. Peace. Make the ground shake.